Hey guys, doing another topic video, and this topic is quite fitting because I am hungry as hell, and the topic this week was, have you ever watched a movie and saw a meal in it and you've tried to recreate it? What was it? How was it? I thought that would be kind of fun. So here we go. First one. That scene in Cool Hand Luke where he eats 50 hard-boiled eggs in a row. I got as far as 35, then had to stop. Oh my god, that scene traumatized me when I saw it when I was younger. I don't like scenes in movies where somebody is stuffing their face, like the chocolate cake scene in Matilda. Couldn't watch it for years. Hated the scene in Cool Hand Luke. Even that scene in A Ghost Story, that long take where she just eats the pie. Can't do it. You're nuts. 35 is pretty impressive. I would be amazed if you got to 50 and would not recommend that. I have tried slicing garlic so thin, hoping that it would liquefy in the pan with just a little oil in the style of Goodfellas. Okay, yeah, that is actually not something that is scientifically possible, I don't think, because I know people who have tried it as well. But you know, you can still do it. And you've got to be like Binging with Babish accurate. You got to get the razor and slice it as thin as possible, so even if it doesn't liquefy, you at least have the idea. Good choice though. I also have recreated a lot of meals from movies. I think the classic ones would be from The Sopranos. Well, that's television, but there is no show in the world that has more food than that one, that is so associated with food because they're Italian. It's the mob. I've done Carmela Ziti as an example, though I have done variations on it. It's not exactly like the one you get in that Sopranos cookbook. I actually added pancetta to it. So you have like the sweet sausage and the pancetta. It adds a whole nother level of richness and heartiness to that sauce. One meal that I did create that might be, I think, one of my favorite ones ever was the meal from Moonlight, the pollo a la plancha. It was actually remade for me in a dating situation, which was great. But yeah, if you watch Binging with Babish, obviously he recreates it and he gives you the whole recipe, so just follow it. It was delicious. Oh my god, I would love to make it again. Highly recommend that one as well. Big Kahuna Burger from Pulp Fiction. Yeah, this is one that I got a lot of answers for when I put out this particular topic question. I think that, with Tarantino, he's great with food, obviously. So much of the tension building in his movies often revolves around food as a device for building tension. I think it's really effective. And I just love the fact that in Tarantino movies and in like The Sopranos, for example, they actually eat the food. When you watch movies, I cannot stand it in movies when they're at a restaurant and they're sitting there talking and there's like a big plate of like chips and guacamole between them and they're not eating any of it. That is so unrealistic. Now, I know the logistics of it, knowing how many takes you do and the spit takes and all of that, but it's just so much more effective when they're actually eating. It feels much more real. But the Big Kahuna Burger, I love burgers, of course, love them. And anytime I watch Pulp Fiction, it makes me want one. But I'm not interested in the Kahuna Burger just because it's Hawaiian. It's the Hawaiian burger joint. And I don't know if I would like that. The sweetness, maybe adding pineapple to it. It's not really my thing. I enjoy making toast like Vicky Crepes in Phantom Thread. I especially enjoy scraping the knife across the charred bread just loud enough to annoy my roommate. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. That is a great scene. And yes, I love also in that movie how much food is like the focal point of it to a very funny degree, an eccentric way. That big breakfast that he asks for at the beginning looks fabulous. And there was a movie theater, obviously COVID, it's not open for business right now really, but they did a thing where you could go for brunch and go see Phantom Thread and they recreated the entire meal. That would have been awesome. I actually made egg in a hole after watching V for Vendetta. That's the only time a movie tempted me to cook anything that I can remember. So this is another one. I got a lot of answers that were V for Vendetta with the egg in the hole. And that is actually not the only place that's featured. That's actually kind of a traditional thing where you like cut a hole in the bread and then you cook the egg in it. They do it in other movies. I know they do it I think they do it in Frasier as well. I really love just buttering my toast and eating it and having the egg on the side, though I have done kind of like a Mexican version of that where if you take like a corn tortilla, fold it in half and bite it, open it, there's that hole, start frying it up in a pan and then break an egg there, sprinkle cheese on top, get that all melty and then flip it over, add more cheese and then add that hot sauce. That is how it's done. There was a breakfast sandwich that the Adam Sandler character made in Spanglish that was thebomb.com. Fuck yes. I have made that sandwich as well. That might be, I think, one of the first movie meals I ever tried to recreate. I saw that movie, you know, of course, when I was very young. I was like barely a teenager. And yeah, I love a good BLT. And this is kind of that ultimate BLT. You know, if you just get the right bread, like a nice rustic bread, the mayo, and you know, you're cooking that bacon with that egg and the lettuce and the tomato and that beer. And of course, he doesn't ever get to eat it, which is the most frustrating thing of all, but that's why I had to, you know, make it for myself. BLTs are ultimate comfort food, and yeah, that's a good one. My family got the octopus recipe from Old Boy. Are you serious? What the hell is wrong with you? If you've seen Old Boy, you know exactly what this person is talking about. I need a follow-up, sir. I really want to know the story behind that. How was it? This is very cryptic. Oh, I just thought of another one. The nachos in Death Proof are basically like the best porn of all time. I've never made those nachos. I did do the Babish ones from The Good Place, which were phenomenally good, but I would love to do the ones from Death Proof. But no one put that, but that's okay. I'm seriously hungry. I haven't eaten lunch yet. But that is the video, you guys. Thank you so much for writing in. I enjoy the stories and all the different things that you guys have tried. We'll do another one next week. Over here are my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for the support. The link for that is below. Also, check out my new website below if you're interested. I am an artist and I sell commissioned portraits if that's something you're interested in, as well as prints. Email me, let me know. I'm happy to work with you. Also, my social media is below that. You can watch more videos here. And as always, you can subscribe only if you want to, but catch you next time.